buggy and the plain stitched Amish coat. The bishop kept the rules in a heavy, dusty road. Young Esther was a bride with a vision in her head of her wedding cake with beauty before the vows were said.
She didn't want a bucket, flat and squat and gray. She wanted 2 tiers of frosting for her special wedding day. But the bishop raised his finger with a pious little frown.
A bucket is the limit for a wedding in this town. Tears are for the worldly, tires are for the proud.
Unless, of course, you're kin to him, then tears are allowed.
For his own daughter's weddings, the rules were tossed aside, with double-decker sugar for every palace bride. The bucket stayed behind them, but the blessing traveled on, through every trial and victory and every golden dawn. Now they look back on the path that led them to these years. The bishop had his daughters and he had his double view. He gave them both the wedding cakes that he denied to you. He preached about the humble path and warned of worldly pride, while towers of white frosting served his own family side.
That bitter taste of favor was a thing she couldn't shake. It wasn't just the layers, it was more than just a cake. They didn't need a blessing from a man who played a part, who kept the rules for others, but didn't have a heart.
The cake was just a symptom of a much more deep-set flaw, the first of many heartaches that became the final straw. It wasn't in a moment, but a slow and steady fall, as they watched the double standards happen in time to one and all.
Eventually the day arrived, they had to make a choice, to leave the bishop's shadow and to find their own true voice. 44 years have come and gone since they walked out the door and left the bucket mindset on the proverbial church house floor.
Esther smiles at Joe today. The path they took was right. They found a sweet and honest life far from the bishop's sight. They built a love with many levels, sturdy, deep, and true, a height the bishop's narrow rules could never measure to.
For every tear they were denied, a decade's grace was given, to live a life of simple truth beneath the light of heaven.
No longer bound by heavy hands or laws of hollow pride, they let the spirit of the word become their only guide.
The bucket stayed behind them, but the blessing traveled on,
Through every trial and victory and every golden dawn. Now they look back on the path that led them to these years, and see the hand of mercy and the tears